Hello, I am Priyatharsini reporting for Tamil Diaspora News. Sonia, Rahul, and Priyanka are required to go to Mulivaikal in order to resolve their karma. During the 15th anniversary commemoration of Mulivaikal, the mothers of the missing Tamil children in Vavunia accused Mrs. Sonia Gandhi of being the main culprit behind the Tamil genocide that occurred in May 2009. During Sonia's tenure, Pranab Mukherjee, the former Indian foreign minister, and Siva Shankar Menon, the then foreign secretary, frequently traveled to Colombo, where the Indian armed forces were stationed in Vanni. Allegations suggest Sonia's involvement in the Tamil genocide. The US made an attempt to rescue the Tamil tigers from Mulivaikal in order to end the war. However, their efforts were delayed and ultimately thwarted by Sonia's government. Mrs. Sonia is believed to have caused this karma by being responsible for the deaths of over 148,000 Tamils. The influence of karma on Sonia's life is becoming apparent as his party faces potential defeat in its third consecutive general election. It was Sonia's karma that ushered Prime Minister Modi and his integrity and talent into Indian politics. Sonia Gandhi should visit Mulivaikal with Rahul and Priyanka to honor the Tamils who lost their lives, offer apologies, and acknowledge an independent Tamil Eelam as the only path for Sonia to address past actions. This is the press release issued by the mothers of missing Tamil children from Vavunia on May 18, 2024. Today, May 18 is observed as Tamil Genocide Day. It is a day to reflect on past atrocities while acknowledging the principle of karma affecting those responsible. We, the mothers, want to honor the dedication and sacrifice of our relatives who lost their lives on May 18, 2009, in Mulivaikal. The late Bishop of Mannar, Joseph, reported that around 148,000 innocent Tamils lost their lives in Mulivaikal. This number was calculated based on the population present before the massacre and those who survived. It was a sad day for the Tamils. As mothers, we will never forget this day. Those who thought that peace could be attained by harming Tamils were wrong. Their karma will continue to influence them throughout their lives. Sri Lanka began to experience financial and political difficulties after the war. Their leaders were fleeing the country, evading accountability. This is just the beginning of the consequences of their karma. Sonia Gandhi's involvement in the war effort against the Tamils became apparent when Indian Foreign Minister Pranab Mukherjee and Foreign Secretary Siva Shankar Menon made repeated visits to Sri Lanka, signaling approval for a quick resolution to the conflict by targeting all Tamils in the no-fire zone. This decision was reportedly influenced by Congress President Sonia Gandhi. Sonia Gandhi and her Congress party are on the verge of losing their third consecutive general election, failing to secure power in India. This defeat is believed to be linked to the karma she accrued by allegedly permitting and supporting the killing of over 148,000 innocent Tamils by Sinhalese forces. There is no need to discuss the Rajapaksas' situation. It is widely known that one of them sought refuge in a cave in Trincomalee Harbour, while the other relocated to Singapore and the Maldives as a stateless citizen. Had Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Karunanidhi withdrawn support from the Congress government, Sonia's administration would have collapsed, leading to the termination of Indian assistance to Sri Lanka. However, his involvement in significant corruption prevented him from stepping out of the government. Karunanidhi spent the rest of his life without any political power and passed away like a regular human being. On the other hand, Ms. Jayalalitha, who spoke out against Sri Lanka, received a respectful and honorable funeral. Western diplomats, including representatives from the UN, EU, and US, who had historically opposed the interests of the Tamil population, observed significant massacres of Tamils. Initially, they asserted that they had been misled by the government narrative of Sri Lanka. The massacre at Mulivaikal was broadcasted by Tamils to all international observers. Surprisingly, it was only after watching Channel 4's documentary that diplomats recognized these tragic events as accurate accounts of what really happened during that time. Either time will change their mind, or karma will teach them a lesson. In order to cleanse her karma, Sonia should visit Mullawaikal to pay respects to the deceased and declare a Tamil sovereign nation for the people in the northeast at that sacred site. This action is considered the sole way for the Tamils to forgive, and for Sonia to free herself from her karma. We know she will never do it. She is a strong, stubborn European woman who will never surrender. Ravanan's nation, Sri Lanka, is home to the Pancha Ishwarams, 5 ancient coastal temples dedicated to the Hindu supreme being Ishwara, symbolizing the god Shiva. The god Shiva and karma will take care of the rest. On May 18th next year, we all look forward to witnessing the emergence of a powerful and prosperous Tamil sovereign nation. Our collective hopes and prayers are aligned with this vision. This is our ultimate dream. In conclusion, whether we examine karma, Newton's third law, or the wisdom of the Pattinathadigal, all indicate the essential truth that our actions, particularly bad karma, carry significant and wide-reaching consequences. Thank you and see you at another news event report. Goodbye for now. I am Priyatarsini.